Hello and welcome to Movies, Films, and Flicks. I am Mark Hoffmeyer, and joining me is Zanande, Professor Sinkhole Boetis.
Professor Single, not the one who can hack everything, absolutely everything. Like how difficult is it to hack a missile system, like top secret code missile system?
Yeah,
How
Norway has some
difficult
issues. They need to work on their security
is
infrastructure
it?
for the military.
For sure, for
Yeah,
sure.
I, I love in this movie too. There's always that common joke of it was like a gas leak or it was a sinkhole and there's gigantic footprints in the ground.
I love.
Sorry. We're talking about Troll 2022, by the way. And Zanandi and I we're so excited about this. We did a trailer talk for it. Then we watched it yesterday. And now we're recording an episode today that I plan on releasing today because it's Troll Week.
It's Troll Week. Happy Troll Week, everybody. And it's a doozy. Oh, it was so fun. I loved it. Like it was so entertaining. Great entertainment value. Great troll work. Like I think a lot of people are going to talk about the Jurassic Park obvious references, the Godzilla, like Roland Emmerich references and influences. But if you haven't watched Troll Hunter yet, you need to watch the Norwegian 2010 found footage troll film Troll Hunter, because there's also like a lot of that in there. I think people who haven't seen that will actually miss a couple of stuff in the movie. So yeah, like forget Jurassic Park, forget Godzilla, watch Troll Hunter if you haven't yet. Then you'll have a good arsenal to go into this film and appreciate everything that I'm too scared to actually pronounce this director's name. I love him though. I love
Roar
the way.
Uthog.
Nice, Mark. That's a 9 out of 10. That's a solid 9 out of 10. But yeah, I mean, he did The Wave, which I loved. Also a great, fun little disaster movie. So yeah, like I think I knew what to expect. I mean, I knew he was like the Roland Emmerich of like Norway, you know. And yeah, it was just fun. And also more emotional than I thought it was going to be. Oh my gosh, I cried so bad. I am a crier, but like, yeah, oh, the troll. Didn't you love the troll, Mark?
Spoilers. I'll give you 3 seconds. Big time spoilers. But that moment when the troll is looking at the skull with a cracked skull of maybe one of its children or relatives, and then gets scared and drops it. And then when they're like, listen, y'all, listen, troll, just get out of here, man. Go back to the mountain. Please, like, there's no place for you here. Then the sun comes up, and then they joke about it. They're like, Troll Hill, Troll Atoll, and I'm like, whoa.
I know, right? Like,
the one interesting thing about this movie is the troll dies, and it's very sad. But then they start making jokes about it being a hill, and then also there's a scene where these 4 helicopters with bells attached to them surround the troll, and they're like, this is gonna work, and then they all get blown up except for one, and then later on, the Commander Chris, who led the thing and probably knew all the pilots, knew all the military, goes, yeah, just don't put bells on it. I'm like, yo, some of your boys just died. So this movie's very cheeky, right? But like those two jokes, I went, ooh. But it's still like, this troll's amazing because it's very Godzilla, the 1950s Godzilla.
Yes.
It's misunderstood. It just wants to go back to his home that was absolutely obliterated, by, saints, of course. And it's a sad story. That troll has no place in the real world anymore. It just can't work. And then it dies. And I think this movie has something to say. It's quite interesting. I dig it.
Exactly. Without being like, too hard on it, it definitely has something to say, but it also doesn't take itself too seriously. And I think the movie it works for me because you've got every time the troll is on screen, it's amazing. Like, well done on the monster. It's like, that's the thing with a monster movie. You need the big monster to wow us, to keep us in it. They absolutely did it. Great job on the troll. Even giving him a freaking personality in there. But also the movie is also just a lot about humans, because trolls are fairy tales and fantasies and like folklore, and so it's very like this imaginative thing. I think that's why the movie takes a long time for everyone. It takes so long even for like the government and those people to figure out, what are we supposed to do with this thing? because they can't really fathom that a fairy tale has happened and come true. So
Yeah.
I think the movie is like very still trying to root itself in reality with this fairy tale thing coming to life. And oh gosh, we don't actually have any weapons or any way to fight this thing because we don't know what to do.
Yeah.
And just the humans looking like idiots. Like at one point there with the military, before like the final showdown thing, where the guy was giving his speech.
Oh gosh.
At first I was like, what am I watching? Like, why this now? It's are you suggesting pro military? What is this now? But then it's like, no, that like it feels like they show so much of every type of angle of our humanity and how we react to things, and also just how stupid we can be. Like we'll just blow stuff up. It definitely leans into that angle also. So yeah, I thought it was great. It's definitely a movie that it's got some layers to it without being super serious about anything or like hitting people over the head about the environment or like, it puts it there and then it shows how the things people do sometimes.
You know what I love? It touches on climate control, but then
Yeah.
the main cause is just building a railroad through the mountains and just sort of
'Cause that's
our
what it
hubris.
is.
So you know what I
Yeah.
love too, where it's like, listen, is this global warming? And it brings it up. I mean, it's real. I was just in Iceland there talking about how the glaciers are receding. I like that it's like man's hubris trying to conquer nature, and then nature pushes back. I like that. Like they found a really interesting angle about sort of appreciating nature and doing all that and coexisting with it, kind of in the form of a troll. And I also love too in this movie how everyone's it's a troll, Zanati. You and I are sitting there drinking beers. We're at a mountain retreat. We see it walking by, and you, Corey, me, Megan, we're all just like, that's a troll. Like, yeah, that's a troll. But no one in the government wants to say it. Like everyone's like, that's a troll, and those are footprints. But I don't want to be the one to say it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, and I thought I found a lot of humor in that too because
Absolutely.
like she's like, it's a troll, and they're like, yeah, you're crazy. And it's like, no, it's a troll. Like, but I love that. You're right. I mean, if we're the head of a European country and a troll comes out of a mountain,
Can you imagine?
I mean, what's it doing? Like, where is it? Can we just drone it and then keep tabs on it? Like, do we blow it up? Like, is it violent? Like, is it?
Yeah, do we study it? I mean, they also ask all these questions throughout. Like, should we rather study it? Should we that? Like, at one point I felt like, okay, maybe the conversations were going on a bit too long. But I get it again. It goes back to just showing how we just don't know anything. We humans just came in. The industrial age happened. Everyone started building their palaces on top of Mother Earth and like the beautiful nature and whatever. And but like, yeah, when nature fights back, it's like, oh no, what do we do? Suddenly we are clueless. So yeah, I mean, I love that because I love how from the get-go they show us that this troll can camouflage and just look like a hill because I mean it's earth and stone. It's like I just love the troll in this. I mean, I'm like, why did nobody? I would totally like want to. Okay, where's this thing's shoulder? Okay, I'm just gonna like stay here, and then when he wakes up, I'm riding a troll, people. Like that's what I would do.
Troll riders
And
coming this
like,
summer.
Yeah, my kind of movie. But yeah, what I also just I saw an article that just like mentioned again how it's like it's got the Roland Emmerich guy that's into like everyone thinks he's a nut job because he believes so like thing like he's the conspiracy theorist. And yeah, like I know a lot of people. The article also said like, yeah, that's probably something that should be retired. But I disagree, especially in this case, because I'm sorry, but for how long and still like there are a lot of people who point at environmentalists or people that actually care about climate change and say, you're the nut jobs. You're like, what is wrong with you? So, it's like everybody gets a finger pointed at them at some point.
Like, you know how many Bigfoot enthusiasts we have in the United States? There's entire television shows about people who hunt Bigfoot and skunk apes.
Yeah, you guys are big on that.
Like what? Wendigos and just there's different variations in every country. There's entire TV shows.
Exactly.
And so if a real Bigfoot happened, a million people would be like, I told you. So
Exactly.
yes, it's a trope in movies, but the fairy tale out there is real. Like just in those countries. I was just in Iceland and they were talking about trolls out there. Like it's a completely different country. I know they're completely different countries. One's an island,
Yeah.
but like that's the culture. So of course there are people out there
Exactly.
sharing the fairy tales and saying this is what they were and this is what our country was, and see these giant rocks near churches, and it's just an interesting. That's what would happen. These people exist. Like these people are out there. And if you haven't seen Eurovision,
Absolutely.
like little what not they weren't like it wasn't trolls. What were they? Were they trolls?
Elves. They were elves. Yeah, the elves.
Brother.
Yeah.
But yeah, different country again. I'm sorry. I know Norway and Iceland are completely different. But it's
No, but that's the thing. Everybody has these lore and folklore stuff, and I mean, yeah, like I don't see that being that big a deal, really.
and listen, I know we do this a lot, but like I noticed other reviews were like, well, there's not much story and it comes alive when the troll's on screen. But we still have to understand that, Norway is a beautiful country, but they're not going to have the budgets that an American film will.
Yes.
The Wave had a fraction of the budget that Captain America Civil War did. This movie
Exactly.
has Netflix money, but it's still not The Gray Man. Like, so having a troll on screen, and they shot on a lot of locations. Roar was talking about this, where not a lot of green screen. A lot of this is on location.
Yeah.
That's expensive. They had four
Yep.
different houses visual effects houses between Norway. I think they had some from Poland. Different countries, like mainly they tried to keep everything in Norway, but it's expensive to have a troll on screen that looks that good. So you're gonna have
And
to have
it
people,
does look good.
right?
Oh my gosh.
You're gonna have to
Oh,
have
it looks
people
great.
in offices talking. You're gonna have to have a smushed house. Like you can't Pacific Rim it, because Pacific Rim was huge, had a huge budget.
Absolutely.
And so when people are like, oh yeah, it comes alive when you have the monster, it's like what it would be a 14-minute movie if you just had
Yeah.
all troll. So I still like this. Like I got big Godzilla vibes. Roland Emmerich's Godzilla. I got big Shin Godzilla, which I love, where a lot of
Yes,
scientists are trying to
yes,
understand it. But you know
yes.
what? I was just thinking about this. So many people complained about Underwater. They're like, oh, it's reductive. So many people complained about Deep Blue Sea. But what do you need to do to be an original creature feature? Like, it's so.
Yeah, man.
It's.
I mean,
You know what I mean? Like what?
we've talked about this so much because I mean, like, it feels like, yeah, it just keeps on being a kind of issue or a talking point, I guess. I just think like maybe for us in the horror community, we're kind of used to film inspiring film and filmmakers inspiring filmmakers. And I'm starting to wonder if other genres just aren't that forgiving with it, because I feel like we're used to it. So when I really got into like, the industry and especially like, critics and whatever, I was like kind of taken aback with just everyone yelling the word derivative at every second movie. I'm like, do you think something just like, I don't know. Listen, don't get me wrong. I love a movie with a fresh twist and a new way of doing things. And I mean, yeah, like we just watched After Sun the other day. What a great movie. What a great way of filmmaking. Barbarian was a hoot and a holler. I mean, that was great. So I'm not saying that's not, we don't want that. Of course we do. But I mean, that's just not how creativity works. Like, yeah, I also feel for like directors and filmmakers when they're on Twitter saying, please can you just like not just stop bitching and moaning if you don't like something, because like people work their asses off. And I think a lot of people don't really understand like the creative process and how everything just influences everything else. Like with this one, I mean, yeah, some people will probably be like, like it's too much Godzilla or too much Jurassic Park or whatever with the shout outs. But I like it because I feel like they took from the East and they took from the West and they used their own thing and just made it their own, but like still accessible enough for like the West to actually watch the movie, for Americans to watch the movie, because I mean, it's you guys that every other market in the world kind of needs on board with, because you guys are the movie like empire. So, like, because I also felt, kudos to them for also trying to still, how do you say, explain the lore to people who don't know the the lore of trolls. You know, I mean, we do because again, we've watched Troll Hunter and we're super into trolls in general, but not everybody knows how trolls work. They don't get the like Christian blood thing comes from the fact that when like religion came to Norway, it was an industrious time and they started building churches and building everything. And that was kind of the whole thing of, you know, starting to kind of disrespect nature and just, you know, blowing stuff up and whatever. Like that is where that lore comes from. And then it's all fairy tale stuff and different rules. I loved where, like, at one point they were bickering about, oh, yeah, so that guy was actually right because, like, you know, they thought he was initially wrong with, like, what he wrote about trolls. And that's, like, little details that people who don't know about, like, the folklore, the Norwegian folklore might miss. That's why at the start I said, like, if you haven't watched Troll Hunter, go do it. Go read up on some trolls. It's fascinating and amazing. Trolls are great.
And the producer, Christian Strand Sinkerud, they said as both a domestic and international launch, Troll is something very, very deeply rooted in Norway. We grew up with these troll fairy tales as kids, but to also be able to make a film about troll for the international market, that's really exciting for us. So they can't make, like, if they just made this for a Norwegian European audience, they'd be, yeah, we already know about trolls, you gotta explain it. But this is a launch, and you know what? You have to get to the widest audience, you do have to make a Roland Emmerich type experience. Troll Hunter didn't break through, right? Troll Hunter didn't because it's cheeky and it's funny and it's
and it
odd.
Wasn't. Yeah,
like this is like The Wave broke through because it's about a big ass wave. Troll's gonna break through because there's a big ass troll, and so you have to stick that. I mean, look at how the MCU started. It started with Tony Stark, rich guy becomes a cool guy. Captain America, you know, like little guy becomes the hero. Thor, cool guy gets cast away, becomes cool again. Like all the stock tropes, but people worship that. But you have to start at a spot to like then grow.
Exactly.
Like the sequels can go bonkers if there is a sequel to this because we saw the post credits.
There must be.
Yeah, please. But yeah,
Troll 2, Rise of the Trolls.
Oh, Troll 2, Rise. Oh, I like that. The Trolls Strike Back.
I literally like yelled it.
Nature calls.
When it was happening because, I mean, there needs to be a sequel because then they can really fly. I think they can even make it like even more, you know, of their own because they already have the audience now. So, like, everybody, please, like, tell everyone to watch this movie so they can make a sequel, and it'll probably be even better. I can totally see it. I can see it happening because this was a very basic one to get the audience. Oh, this is interesting. Get them to go to that sequel. This might be the better sequel, even.
Yeah, just it's all out of the way. We know the rules. Boom, hit us.
Exactly.
And I enjoyed this so much, though. You have the lush Norwegian mountains. You know, you have the open world. You know, I've never gotten into Oslo before. I've never seen Oslo like that.
Same.
You have no idea. Like, and I love seeing the park that they had, the water park. Even though that dad jumped out of the boat with his kid and wife still in it, and he just dove in the water. What a dummy! But it's
not a blockbuster movie if you don't have a dumb dad.
and it's just, and also too, one thing I got to see that water park. I got to see the culture. I feel like it went on location and it showed us the world. I love that. And it's also too, I like that this troll comes out. People are like, this thing's huge and it's smashing stuff and it killed people. So let's try to attack it. Like, let's just see what happens in the woods. They realize that's a terrible idea.
Shoot it.
Helicopters, you know, like the dad gets killed. You're like, what? But then I like we got to think outside the box. Let's put bells. So they just surround the troll with bells. That doesn't work. The Exploding Helicopter podcast can add a new movie to its list. But I
did love that bit though, because like the troll is like these choppers and they're like, oh, ooh, here comes the military. Oh, bam, 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 bam. And then like the troll basically just takes the helicopters like it's little helicopter toys and smashes it. I just love how it showed, oh, please. And I actually looked to Corey at that point and I was like, yes, because that's exactly what it would look like if a chopper just crashed into a big ass mountain. It would look like nothing. Like,
Hmm.
I loved that. I love how the troll was just like, really, I can crush you. I
Yeah.
mean, you are nothing,
Mm-mm.
little helicopter. I am a mountain.
Literally.
What do you not understand?
And it's just, but I like that they try to do a peaceful thing. Like remember in Independence Day when they tried to do the flashing lights to appease it. This is kind of a different spin on that, where they just blow up the ships immediately because they're like, oh, they think you're
Oh, yeah,
attacking.
yeah,
But
yeah.
this one, I like that they tried to think outside the box, and then they kind of left them with no other thing other than just let's blow this troll up. And they're like, oh, we got a missile that we're gonna whap this troll with in Oslo.
Yeah.
But you know what?
Evacuates everyone. That was the quickest evacuation, the most impressive evacuation I've ever seen.
Mhm.
That
Yeah, everyone just
was
went with it.
amazing.
Yeah, that's fair. Like, oh,
Yeah,
all right, cool. I'll get on the
like
bus. I'm out of here. But I like that the
very
drama wasn't
agreeable.
wasted on that. It's like we don't. We're gonna get everyone
Yeah,
out of here. Go,
yeah,
so we can
go.
have these
It's
streets.
not gonna be like, oh, 1,000 people died. No,
Yeah,
like,
or like Godzilla, people focus on the characters on the ground, or Independence Day that you focus on the characters on the ground. They get out and then they're like, all right, we got to deal with this. Let's put a skull on the back of a Chevy that we found inside of a massive car collection, and just a troll graveyard. Who killed that? That battle must have killed thousands of men though to kill all those trolls, unless they gassed them.
well, that's if they said they locked them up, but now like, how? Why? I guess those type of things will come out in the
Yeah,
second one.
yeah.
Like they're leaving, obviously, because I mean that was kind of part of the.
Hey troll, look in here. Boop, and then they push the troll in, and then they just start shoveling dirt on its head. Is that?
Yeah, or maybe they did like all their the 10 dozen royal cars or put their lights on together or something to make the sun
Oh,
shine.
yeah.
And then they cried because they turned to dust.
Man, that ending was so sad. But
Oh, dude, I cried so hard.
she was like, "Get out of here!" And also, let's talk about the characters a little bit. I really liked Andreas in this. I really liked his talk about ologist, like qualified. We need like he's like, "I'm not
Yeah,
qualified." She's like, "Well, we need someone who is, and geologists, herbologists, meteorologists." He's
yeah.
like, "Okay, so all ologists."
Olologists. Yeah,
I love that bit.
yeah.
And then just I also, it's like I liked him a lot. I thought he was just a welcome present. Captain Chris was fine. He was cool. He looked the part.
Yeah, yeah,
He,
he did what he.
he wasn't rah rah macho dude either, which is kind of nice. He was just Captain Chris, which
Yeah,
which I
he
liked
kind
about
of
him.
like made me think of Chris Pratt. And then it was like, oh, Chris Pratt, what's her name from Jurassic Park?
Oh, Bryce Dallas Howard.
Yes, Bryce. Gosh, yeah, sorry, I blanked out. Kind of like, because it did kind of lean to that, like, these two smiling a lot. But yeah, I mean, they never did go there.
Mm-mm.
But
It,
yeah, he was definitely like a Chris Pratt type of character. Like, yeah, I'm the guy who gets things done, or, send me in, coach, but not like, yeah, I mean, he was a bit of a gray area, actually. But
yeah,
yeah, Chris is fine. Whatever. Chris is fine.
but it's a
He's
movie
got
called
some
Troll. Yeah,
redeeming characteristics. So,
yeah. He doesn't. There's no zero development with this guy. Well,
no.
I mean, he's good friends with Amir, so that's kind of fun. Like, I'm gonna get you a Toblerone and some Pepsi Max. But it's,
Yes.
uh, but I
He
mean,
did tell her at least when like the president let her go. He did tell her, listen, I actually think you were right, just for the record. So, it's something.
hmm
But then when he was being all broy with his big speech, I was like, is this going to be a Samuel L. Jackson moment where he's doing the speech and the troll comes and smack him? And then that didn't happen. I was kind of disappointed.
because he knows the troll's not evil by this point. So that
Yeah.
speech, I think is just hitting I think it's just there's a checklist.
I think yeah, and I think it's maybe like a survival thing also because he was like, don't let fear let us screw this up because he was convinced they were all going to die and the mission was going to fail. He said it. He said like, there's a good chance
hmm
that none of this is going to work, you guys, but I need you all to be men and blah, blah, blah.
At least they do it with UV lights and not machine guns. Like it's
Right?
like we're not going to blow up the city. We're going to take him far away, the king far away from the town. We're going to bomb it with UV lights. So
Yeah,
that.
in the park.
Yeah, I mean it's refreshing,
Again,
I
it's a
guess.
very, exactly, like you say, it's a very peaceful way of actually doing it. It's like, let's take this troll to the park where he can absolutely collapse and then, yeah, we'll have like a heap of rocks in the park. that will become Tobias Rock. Like,
And they can't play any sporting events there anymore.
yeah. But
Like,
I mean,
they weren't dark in
it's
this movie.
Norway. I think they've got a lot of space for sports.
Yeah, that's like I just think like yeah, we won't have the what is it, the European Cup here anymore. And I'm like,
Oh yeah, yeah, they did say that.
but I mean, but still, it's still fun. Like this, we talked about the critics, so I mean, this movie still has a 100% tomato meter score right now, and it's
Yeah,
just
by the critics,
it's
yeah.
just fun. It's fun. I did see
It is.
on Letterboxd it's like 2.5, but I think a lot of people aren't gonna. I don't know the European dynamic, and I know people all around the world can rate on Letterboxd, but I just think sometimes in America at least, I can speak from that, like the European sensibility does not transfer well over here because this movie's
Yeah,
very earnest,
it is.
and
It is.
it's not going to be the spectacle of, say, a Godzilla vs. Kong, which I love, but it has a giant budget. So this is going to be something more sort of environmentally friendly, like a European. This is a film made in Norway. It's not going to appeal to everyone's sensibilities, but I still love it. But yeah, it's quite low on Letterboxd. But it's what 100 minutes. There's trolls.
Yeah,
There's big trolls. And there's a Jurassic Park 2 scene, like remember they put the baby on the car and have the T-Rex chase
yeah.
it, but with a
Hmm.
giant skull. And then the troll like is bummed out about it and really sad. And then you realize this troll was just screwed. Like all the trolls were screwed. And then it dies.
Absolutely.
So it's
And then it dies.
but you gotta
And
appreciate it
man
for that.
win, yay! And it's
Yeah.
like this weird ending, and you're supposed to feel weird about it because it's not cool. It's
No,
not cool that the troll died, you guys.
it's,
It's
yeah,
not cool.
yeah, yeah, it's. But I still love this movie. I don't care. I just
Oh,
it's
oh
a
yeah,
monster movie.
no,
We
but
love.
I mean, like that's the thing. It was perfect. I mean, the way that they like, yeah, Joel died again. I don't know. I just think I see like the commentary on how we humans do things in this movie. It's there.
Hmm.
Like,
Yeah,
some people will cheer and some people will be like, "Excuse me, what?"
yeah. Because I mean, monsters are tools a lot of times in movies where, A Quiet Place, they're just evil. There's nothing redemptive about these monsters. They're just sort of parasites who clung to a meteor that fell to Earth. So I mean, it's fun to watch it in that regards, but also too, like I think like in so many movies, monsters have been sort of, it's nice to have a monster who's just screwed over by humanity. Like it's nice to have that theme. And as much as I love the new Godzilla movies, I feel like they've lost that to a certain extent because the
Yeah.
monsters are titans. They weren't created by the foibles. Now, I do love that they blow up Godzilla's home, like with a nuclear bomb. And he's like, thanks, guys, I'll come help you. But I think monster movies should have something to say. Like, I think some of the best
Totally.
ones do. And
Godzilla, like, I mean, the first Godzilla came from a very serious, real life thing that happened,
yeah.
you guys.
Hmm.
Remember, I mean, yeah, I struggle like just having a monster for the sake of, and there's not really like anything, and it's just to be cute or like even just nihilistic. I don't know. There's something weird about it for me because yeah, I like my monsters to have some meaning to. And that's, I think, what I really loved about how they did the troll here, because again, like it's nature. So it's basically nature coming alive into this like thing that is now a troll, looking at the humans, and it's like you can see the troll sees the humans, but he doesn't really. Yeah, I'm not gonna like help this guy who's trying, who's dying or whatever. I'm not going to like because I don't really understand you. You're not really my problem or whatever. You're
Hmm.
actually just in my way. I don't know. That's why I say, like, there was a little bit of a personality that came out the longer we got to be with the troll. And I just really dug it.
Hmm.
I mean, yeah,
I get,
this is, I think, yeah, like one of my favorite monsters in a while. I love this one.
and I love that this and Troll Hunter deal with sort of overpopulation or expansion, where trolls, as the population booms, as people travel, the trolls come out of their habitats, but then someone has to go take care of them because, humans and trolls don't mix.
Yeah,
Even,
yeah.
it's kind of crazy. People move into the country and then they complain about deer. They complain about geese. You're like, you moved into the country. Like, there's going to be animals. There's going to be bears. There's like, don't shoot them. Like,
It's
you
gonna
move
happen.
there and then be like, oh, stupid woodpeckers. And that's anybody. It's a really interesting concept, but I do like movies like that just say like, guys, like appreciate the nature that we have. I don't know how to stop it. I
Exactly.
have no, you know, I have, I don't know what to say about it. We're going to continue expanding. I don't really see expansion stopping, so I'm not preaching anything, but I do think we do need to have a respect of nature, I think. Or maybe we're
Yeah,
past that.
exactly. No, but I mean that's why we have protocols and certain like you do an environmental impact study. You check out like is this the best place to put this railroad, or is there a better place that's better for the environment, that's better for the people? I mean, it's just like thinking that we're extremely impulsive people and we want stuff. When do we want it? Now.
Hmm.
That's who we are. And that is kind of I think what a lot of like just environmentalism in general, trying to like, hey, everybody, just take a breather because do we want to just do things for the sake of, or do we want to do it right? I mean, I'm just better for everyone because the problem is those animals eventually move and then they move into the more crowded spaces and then everyone's like, oh no. I mean, we're a joke. We are a joke. But anyway, that's a different
Yeah.
podcast.
Uh, But I like that this movie at least talked about it, and it
Yeah.
at least tried to tackle that. And
Yes.
I know there's really no growth between the characters, and we have the relationship between Nora and her dad Tobias, or as they call it, what, Tiny
Tiny and big.
and Tiny. Aw.
Oh.
And then she's talking about his arthritis. I like the scene in the beginning because normally when you see a scene like that in the beginning, you think someone's gonna die, but this time it was just them looking at mountains, so that was nice. But it
Yeah.
was kind of interesting to go all the way to find him, and he's like, "Adventure begins. Adventure awaits. Mind your heads." And he doesn't have pants on, and then they just kill him. It's kind of I
But I mean, at least he got to not only see, but actually communicate
I
with
told you.
the
Yeah.
troll.
Uh-huh.
He could actually, the two had a moment. He had a moment with the troll. I mean, yes, like I could die too then, I guess. Like, I mean, if I see a troll and, oh gosh, I am the first living thing that freaking communicates with this troll. Yeah, that's sweet. That's pretty cool.
I guess if Bigfoot killed
That's
me and everyone knew about it, that's a good way to go down. How did Mark get killed? Bigfoot. Wait, like,
You'll be fine if a shark bites you. I mean, you're always saying like,
yeah,
yeah,
I
Mark
want the
got
scar.
killed on a jet ski with the great whites.
Yeah, I
Like,
go right into the great white's mouth, just swallowed
so
whole.
imagine a troll. Like,
So
yeah,
Mark was in Oslo, and this troll comes in, and
but yeah,
they became best buds, and Mark was riding on its shoulder, but then a missile strike hit it, and Mark fell off. Wait,
yeah, it was kind of like if only they listened to the guy who said he knew the most about trolls and actually believed in it. I mean, maybe he could have actually gotten the troll to go back, or like tell the troll he'll bring his ancestors to him or whatever. But no, the guy with the freaking
there's always that
military
guy.
tank had to ratatatatata.
Yeah.
It was again like it's this whole thing between peaceful and like, violence and yeah, it's definitely a theme throughout, which it's a fun movie, Mark. Really enjoyed this.
I
I
know we keep
really,
going
really
deep
did.
into
Yeah, wow.
environmental and father-daughter relationships and everything like that, but yeah, but at the end of the day, like you said, there's a scene involving a helicopter with four bells banging around a troll because they think church bells work, and then it just smashes them.
Exactly.
And then and then it just, and then yeah, and then it just walks into a city. You know what I love? I think my favorite shot of this is when they have the skull on the truck, on the Chevy, and it's going across a bridge, and you think the troll would follow it sort of in the route they went, but the
Yes,
troll's like, I'm huge, and just walks right across it and goes for it.
exactly.
I was like, are we gonna get bridge destruction? I was really excited. But they,
Like, they were great action
yeah,
sequences. That one included great action sequences.
and you felt for the troll at that moment too, though. You're just like, that troll.
Yeah,
There's a little truck down there with his family member's head on it, and it's cruising around. That troll is gonna be so pissed, and it's
exactly.
and then yeah, and then the aircraft missiles get hacked just in time because what, a Nigerian prince sent her an email and
Yeah,
then they
yeah,
got hacked.
yeah. I love that. Oh, yeah, no, see, that just happened.
Oh
How
gosh.
difficult can it be to hack
And how about the
secret
retirement scene?
codes?
I'm gonna retire. And then he tries
Oh
to get out
yeah.
without the key card, and he has to come back for the
That
key
sounds
card.
old. I'm not saying I'm old.
And at the end, he tells her, like, I'm not retiring, I'm just quitting. Like, I'm
Yeah.
going to become a
I know.
writer. And then the prime minister
Just,
just
you know.
smiles.
Yeah, you can see like she does not give two shits.
He's like, what's your name
Does
again?
she's
Yeah.
what? Yeah. Whatever, dude. Oh yeah.
And he's in
She
the
was
meeting.
also very interesting because she almost like she was that like deadpan type of presidential lady almost. She didn't give off much, and I kind of like that too. It's like, this one.
Yeah,
The people in power.
and then she's like, yeah, just blow it up. But that's after a few things had been tried.
Yeah.
But I mean, how are you going to be a prime minister of a country when a gigantic troll is walking into the most populous city of your, if a troll's walking into New York City, a troll's walking into Reykjavik, a troll's walking into London, Edinburgh? Is that Edinburgh? That's like the most populous city in Scotland. Canada, what do you think? Toronto? Like, what you can't just be like, let's just see what happens, guys. Like, let's see.
Yeah.
Like, you got
Let's just check it out.
like
See what it goes.
you kind like a lot of people are gonna die inadvertently. Like if a gigantic lion is running through Toronto just trying to get out, it's gonna wipe out thousands of people, maybe. I don't know. So being a prime minister in this role would just be really hard. Actually, I want to see, the guy was Arnaldo Iannucci who did Veep, and I want to see a monster movie directed and written by him, like The Death of Stalin. Like it's just like a bunch of idiots trying to figure out what to do with a monster terrorizing the city, and it's just them.
I was like kind of like, yeah, it would have been funny if they actually, because they spend so much time with like, the government and the military talking about what to do. It would have been pretty funny if they like went all like Doctor Strangelove, on that, like just up the absurdism there. But yeah, again, like I don't think most audiences would have gone for that because I mean we're talking about another niche masterpiece, but yeah, like we know how it goes. So
Hey, can you hey Zanandi, can you turn the music down? I'm trying to talk to you about this monster. Can you put the music down?
just put it like, please. We need to do it now.
I love Doctor Strangelove is one of my all-time favorite movies.
Oh, I love, dude. Love.
It's such a beautiful movie. But yeah, you can't go there either. I mean, I would love it.
I'm a huge nerd. I'm a huge Strangelove nerd.
Oh, it's so good. There's no fighting in the war room. But you know, I was thinking about
That'll
this.
Be our monster movie. We should just write that.
All right.
Clearly, we have great ideas for a monster movie. We love all the creature features.
Mm-hmm.
Listen to the stuff that we're coming up with. So yeah, I think Troll has been another inspirational step towards our own creature feature movie.
Yeah. Mostly just people arguing in a room.
And then like just like low budget, tiny room, and then just all the money into like the best CG monster ever.
Yeah. Wait, there's a troll?
Like half troll, half Cthulhu, half like we just mash him.
It needs to end with a jet ski.
No, we can't actually. We're giving away spoilers now.
This
is for
Fox
private
execs right now are writing this down.
I
want to get your thoughts about one thing. The aspect ratio of this movie was 2:39 to 1, which is quite widescreen. Jurassic Park was 1:85 to 1 to make the dinosaurs seem gigantic. But I think you're kind of stuck with either 2:39 or 2:1 aspect ratio with this movie because you also want to get the beautiful expanse of Norway and the wide shots.
Absolutely.
So it's as much as I wanted to see the monster look a little bigger on screen, and it looked great. I mean, beautiful monster. But I also want, like, you got to capture the beautiful vistas of. It's like making a Western with a giant monster. Like, most Westerns are massive widescreen experiences to capture the expanse of it. But I don't know. What do you think?
The scaling was okay for me. Like, I mean, the monster didn't feel small, but I think it worked for me because, again, I see trolls as part of nature and rock and mountains. So it kind of had this effect where the troll was still blending into its surroundings a lot of the time. I think when we hit the city, it started getting interesting, but I think they made some great use with, there were definitely those Godzilla shots.
Yeah.
As like the thing was just walking and you're like at knee angle and just seeing how it's like smashing into the buildings. And I don't know, I still got the scale enough, but I totally get what you're saying. It's an interesting thing because, you do need those landscapes, especially because it's a troll, like it's a nature creature. So you need that.
Absolutely. And
It's not
it's
just like Godzilla coming out of the ocean and now it's, in a territory that he doesn't really hang out in.
yeah, he doesn't chill in much.
I mean, he lives what in the Hollow Earth or whatever the
Oh
hell.
yeah.
I don't know.
I love Godzilla vs Kong because it just stopped caring, and it's like we're doing it. Like we have
I love King of the
spaceships.
Monsters. Actually, I watched that the other day again. King of the Monsters is actually fun. The first time I watched it, I don't think I was really like. I don't think I even finished the movie, but it's
So
actually pretty
murky.
fun. Actually, pretty fun.
That spaceship that they have that just never lands and blasts 500 miles an hour. You're like, who made
Incredible.
this? Who? Where? It's funny that in a movie with giant monsters fighting, the most unbelievable thing to me was that ship that airplane that they were flying around in. But too, like I love the beginning of this. I love those Emmerich movies where in the beginning everyone's trying to figure out what's going on. Like, when he stomps on the house, the troll. Listen, if you want a swimming pool, try to get the troll to walk in your backyard because that
Oh
indentation
yeah.
you could just fill it in with concrete. You don't have somebody come
Great.
and
There
dig
you
it.
go.
It's not the deepest pool,
Swimming
but
pool.
it's free. You have a troll foot swimming pool.
Love it. Oh my gosh.
That's what I grew up in Florida, so I just think about swimming pools. Well, in South Africa, do you have a lot of swimming pools?
Oh yeah, no, we have a
Yeah.
lot of swimming pools.
Yeah.
Yes, we have
So
a swimming pool.
did
Like swimming pool is a must. It's
yeah.
Africa. It's hot.
All right, so good. So did you think about swimming pools during this?
I actually didn't, and I really love the idea. I really absolutely love the idea. I mean, that's brilliant. I was more just looking at the foot because it's so weird. It was just, it really felt like that is how like a child would draw a foot. But that like was beautiful because trolls are like, fairy tales that kids grow up with. So of
Mm-hmm.
course it's going to look like a child's foot. I just love that little like silly detail.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know if that was deliberate, but I mean that's how like I just appreciated that. But I love the fact that yes, you could totally have like a swimming pool with troll toes. I mean, those could be the little steps,
Ah,
like for the kids to play. It's
yeah.
just great. It's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah. Troll stepped in my backyard. I just put concrete in it, put a pump in. Now we got a pool.
There'll be a lot of pools.
This, the pool industry is going to be booming in Norway pretty soon
Right?
here. But
Wow.
I do
Yeah.
love the news reports during this movie too, because some people,
Yes.
finally in a movie, somebody went an incredibly game-changing, like world-changing thing happened. Because
Yeah.
you're in Africa, I'm in North America, and we're sitting on there watching TV, and there's a troll that's as tall as a football field. You and I are just gonna like, what
Oh,
else is
we're
out
gonna
there?
look at flight tickets like immediately. I mean, that's what's going to happen. Like, Mark, did you guys find flights?
Yeah,
Yeah, okay, we'll check you over there.
I
Let's
got some.
not get an Airbnb. We've watched too many horror movies.
Yeah, stay away from. Let's just get a hotel. All right.
Just a hotel.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Oh
Not the
man.
White Lotus, though.
Oh gosh. Oh goodness. But I like that someone finally said in a movie like the world won't be the same. Like if
Yeah.
Godzilla rose from the ocean and attacked San Francisco, I'd be like, we're pointless. Like this is
Yeah,
pointless. This is
exactly.
that's what rules this world. We're ants on this. Like the entire world, I think, is going to change because that means there's monsters all over the place. Like if trolls are real,
Then, I mean,
what else is
like,
real?
that's the thing. I want this to become such a big franchise that by the third or fourth film, we've got like world monsters, like everyone's folklore, like monsters coming alive from across continents. And, I mean, because that's just how we do these stories. Let one kaiju fight another kaiju. I mean,
I want a Brazilian remake. I want a Manitoba remake.
we've got a big sea snake. I know, I think
Oh,
it's. I I'm not sure which one, if it's Xhosa, if it's Ndebele, but one of our cultures, like, it's got a big, like, sea snake folklore story in the Eastern Cape. That could be pretty cool.
yeah, just give us real world creature features. Troll, sea snake, chupacabra,
You
Bigfoot.
know? Stuff that we grew up with. Fairy tale and folklore.
There's a book I read by Mel Brooks' son, Max Brooks, who wrote the Zombie Survival Guide in World War Z. He wrote a book about these, I think it's, I forget the name of it, but it's about, there's a huge fire in the northwestern United States, and it pushes a lot of Bigfoot out of their territory, and they come across this sustainable community in the middle of nowhere, and the humans have to battle these Bigfoots that have been pushed from their homes,
Oh
and it's
wow.
super bloody and gory and just really fun.
Oh, that
It's
sounds so
I
cool.
forget the name of it, but Max Brooks wrote it. So give us that movie, give us a Pacific Northwest.
Yeah.
Let Jeremy Saulnier direct it, who did Green Room. Let Imogen Poots, let Imogen Poots star. She could be one of the sustainable living people who's battling Bigfoots. I want that movie.
Sure.
Do it. See, but yes, we got it. So I have a question. When you saw the trailer, did this movie live up to your expectations?
Yes, it surprised me. But it did. It absolutely did. I was very happy. I was giddy. I just liked it a lot. I mean, it's not faultless, but I'm very happy with this movie. One of my top 10 favorite movies of the year. I can
Yeah.
tell you that right now.
It adds a little commentary in there. There's a giant monster. There's some really odd, cheeky humor, which I love. A lot of people said the characters are one note, but I don't want, like, where are you gonna
I
find
didn't care.
like, uh, like, what monster movies do characters have development? It's like, you go to watch Executive Decision with Kurt Russell, and you're like, you know what, I didn't like it because he didn't really develop as a character. Like, it's one day, yo. It's one day. It's
One
you're
day.
chasing a troll. So,
Have you seen yourself in one day?
yeah. Like, so I mean, you know how many dimensions you're gonna have when you meet strangers too? Like, you just meet them. Hey, there's a troll on the loose. We'll have a
Yeah,
beer
it like
later.
literally takes people some time to warm up to each
Yeah.
other. So like, yeah, I feel like I know like movies and stories have their like beats and tropes and you need to hit this and what, but sometimes I feel, yeah, we expect a lot, like we're very hard on this is not realistic, but then oh, please make it extremely unrealistic in story beats and stuff. I actually can we rewrite the way we
Hey,
supposedly write stories?
I just met you, but I'm gonna tell you about my past to let you know
Yeah.
who I am now. And during the course of this, if I
Not
act
creepy
like
at all.
this, it's because of this, and I'm working on
Well,
it.
no. Yeah, but
But
also I'm going to be like a totally different person tomorrow because
yeah,
that is normal in this world, in movie world.
I'm an unrepentant jerk right now. In 3 hours from now, after what we're done with what we've been dealing with, I'm different. I'm a new man. I'm a new man. That's it. And yeah,
Oh,
like, oh yeah, there's
wow.
not much character development. Like, how much are you gonna develop when you're battling a
It's
troll?
a monster movie again, though. I'm like, it's about the monster.
Yeah,
Let's be honest. If it's a dinosaur movie, you're there for the dinosaur. If it's a shark movie, you're there for the sharks. Like that's just how it is. I mean, not everything's going to be Jaws. Not
no,
everybody wants Jaws. I
yeah,
mean, not everybody wants it, you guys.
and also too, like, Jaws has so much character development because the shark didn't work. Like, it wasn't.
Yes, exactly. It's
And
like the reason was because technology was just like different back then.
they put the shark. I read the book, The Jaws Log. Jaws is one of my favorite movies. Like, I love it. I
Those
love it.
sharks were terrible
Yeah,
to work with. Those machines broke. One almost literally ate a person.
they were like, wait,
Guy got stuck
salt water.
inside.
We didn't plan on salt
Okay.
water.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
they put the shark in the water and just fizzles like in an acid tab.
Mm.
But
Oh
it's
gosh.
this
Yeah, I've
movie
written
though.
about it too.
It gives you what you need. It's fun. I expands the Norwegian market. Maybe people watch Troll Hunter now, and
I
so
hope so.
watch The Wave. Like, appreciate these movies.
Oh yes.
And so, no, I'm glad we did it. I'm glad we did this. And hey, so before we get out of here, I know we got to get out of here pretty quick, but let's do a monster movies released since 2020 draft, and I'll give you first pick to promote this episode.
Oh my god. Like, yeah, warn me about this at all. Did you?
Yeah, but that's what's
Thanks,
fun.
Mark.
I just thought of it. That's how I run this podcast. All right, so monster movie. I know your first pick.
Okay, wait now. From 2020, I just need to get my internet. Sorry, my earphones just dropped out and I can't reconnect it. So, monster movies from 2020 on.
Yep.
Is that what you're saying?
Yep.
Okay, well then I'm going with Love and Monsters first and foremost.
Oh, so good. So good. Love and Monsters.
Love and Monsters.
That's so good. What a movie.
Yeah,
All right.
love that.
Okay. Oh, I'll take Godzilla vs Kong. It's perfection.
What are you taking?
Godzilla vs Kong.
Oh, great stuff. Great stuff. Let's see, 2021. Month.
Oh, I know what you're gonna grab. Dang it.
There are a couple here.
There's a really good one.
I don't know. Yeah, there's a couple of good ones
Oh
actually.
man.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go with Troll actually for my
Okay,
second
Troll.
one. So let's just get that out of the way because you clearly are just like waiting to pick
Werewolves
one.
Within.
Nice. Because I mean, I'm obviously going to take Wolf of Snow Hollow.
Oh, Wolf of Snow.
Does that one work though? Does it though?
I'll put an asterisk by it. It's fine. Can I take
He
Lamb?
does sort of transform.
Is Lamb a
Of course
monster
you could.
movie?
Is it though?
Like there's that creature at the end, and there's a
There
lamb
is
baby.
the one at the end. Do it.
I'll do movies featuring creatures in
I say
quotation
do it.
marks.
I say do it.
All right, Lamb.
Underwater.
Oh,
Yes, because we need to.
I thought you were gonna pick that one
Always.
first. I'm gonna do Willy's Wonderland.
Nice.
Right? Those are monsters.
Nice. I mean, yeah, they're animatronic monsters, right?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
It's a creature feature.
Yeah. Okay. And then, ooh, so actually, no, there's just one left, right?
Yep.
I'm going to go actually with, no, I don't know.
Yeah, there's some good ones. We had some good ones left on the board. Oh, Hatching.
Exactly.
Prey.
Hatching was fun. Well, we're doing our horror movie actually soonish.
Oh yeah, so we'll be talking about that.
And then we'll talk about that. Ooh, I think I am going to go with. No! Oh no, Mark. You should have given me a heads up for this. You can't throw this on me like last minute. Okay. Shadow in the Cloud. Gremlins. Shadow in the
Whoa.
Cloud.
That's a good
Yes.
pull.
And I love Chloe. Chloe Grace is my girl.
That's a really good pull. I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take Prey.
Nice. A good one. I forgot about Prey. Look how we're both like.
Hey, you
"Woo,
forgot about
ah!"
Prey? Like forgot
I
about Prey?
I did.
I really want to watch
Because you really just threw this on me. I loved Prey.
Have you watched?
I really dug it.
Have you watched The Invitation yet? That vampire movie with Nathalie Emmanuel?
No, I have not. Have you seen it?
No, but it looks like it looks like exactly what you need. Just one of those old school sort of romps. Looks
Yeah,
fun.
it does. There's actually like quite a few movies I still need to watch. That looks good, that I've heard good things about. Like, yeah, we've got like The Wounded Fawn from Josh Rubin. It's like coming out now on Shudder. Blood Relatives was great, also from Josh. Yeah, that After Sun movie was great. Oh gosh, that was a good one. And yeah, I still need to watch Triangle of Sadness.
Oh wait, it's 96%. The Wounded Fawn.
Nice. Yeah, like I was hearing, yeah, some interesting things about the movie, so I'm very excited to see what that's about.
All right, yeah, I gotta go watch this. Heck yeah. Well, hey, thank you.
Okay.
Hey, where can people find you, Zanandi?
Right behind you. Yeah.
So bad, but I love it.
Yeah, no, on Twitter at Sanandi, on Facebook Sanandi Burtis. Yeah, hit me up over there. Talk horror movies with me, or creature feature movies, or just any good movie. Actually, I really do like a lot of genres and stuff. But yeah,
Awesome.
yeah.
And then yeah, please rate, review, and subscribe to Movie Songs of Flicks. I've rarely asked that, but if you should, go find a spot. Rate, review, subscribe. It helps.
Yes.
Get the name out there. But hey, thank you for joining me, Zanandi.
Thanks, Mark.
Right,
Happy trolling. Oh, that sounds wrong.
Happy troll. It sounds like I'm
Happy
either
trolling.
fishing. I'm either fishing or catching a troll or online.
Or you should step away from the internet.
Yeah, that's right. So, wishing you a happy troll day. This is Mark Hoffmeyer and Zanandi Boetas. We'll see you next week.